and a boom, boom. Oh, that's the way. Let's see. Ooh, it's my regular audio playing. Boom. There we go. Oh boy. It's a sensitive mute button for sure. It's just a touch. Sorry if it's loud. I don't know. I gotta think of the pose. So, I'm not super sure. I'm gonna make this work because I don't want to like just jump right into something that might not look good. Hello, Grayson Urmum. How's it going? Thank you for the like, Grace. Hey, Oroxy. Oraxy. Yeah, I'm just starting something new today. Hopefully I can get it done before the end of next week so I can get some printed. Oh, and thank you for the subscribe. Well, I'm glad I did. Yeah. Hey, Grayson. I said hi already. You are the first. Cool. I don't know, man. I don't know why I said things differently than everyone else. To be honest, a lot of people don't pronounce my username correctly. So, meh. Are you American? Yes. with that question, you're probably not. But, you know, can't really blame you. You have an accent. So what are you doing on this stream? I usually stream art. I've been trying to think of, I want to do one for Subaru Natsuki because I've been meaning to, because I enjoy ReZero a lot, and I did Rem. But I have an accent. You're not the first one to tell me, but is it an American accent? Oh, I'm a roller. Nice. Yeah, being draftsman is fun. Brush is all set. I'm just trying to figure out posing. I think I'm just gonna need to, like, get started on a pose and hope it works out. If I'm seeing what your profile picture is, I could, but it will not be fast, and I only do quick sketches. It's like a crazy skull horned thing with fire, right? I mean, I can do it. I just don't know if I will have time to do it. Because I'm not the no Blue Knight. Am I miss? Let me double check. New tab. I am checking your. Oh, okay. I can only see what it looks like in chat. So the torso area looked like the face and stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you want to commission me, I can try to draw it in my style. But that's up to you. Here, let's think. Compositionally, I want it this way. Sure, do that. You want to commission me? You'd probably have to email me a bit about that, just so that we can work something out. But I do commissions for art. But tend to hold back how to do that. Oh, so yeah, commissions are, we discuss like what you want, render size, stuff like that. And then I would give a quote based on that because I know how my time process would be to make a piece. And then I usually charge 50% of that before, and then get the rest before I send you the full finalized file. And yeah, most of the work is just on my side. But hey. Hello, Nami. Could I be a moderator? This is your first time being here. I would want to get to, used to that. Get used to you being in my chat before we do that. I'm not currently looking for any moderators right now. So, sorry. That would be a no from me. I apologize. But thank you for asking. Okay, yeah, you can just watch. You can just watch. Wow, that my voice cracked big there. Yeah, you can just watch. I'm fine with that. Looking at the character sheet for Subaru Natsuki, because that's kind of what I want to draw today. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for stopping by. I will be here tomorrow, though. I don't stream on Thursdays, just because I have other things going on at night. But I do stream Tuesdays and Wednesdays usually. I didn't stream yesterday because I got feeling a little sick. But you can join me next week. Hey, hey, how's it going, Snowlock? What's been going on? So, Snowlock, what have you been up to? You're looking at cars. Ooh. Are you looking to buy or just looking? Found an Auto Quattro. That is gorgeous. Ah. Okay. I was going to be like, if you're looking, I know an app that I usually use to search for cars. And maybe find one that's in your price range. A little bit more than just, finding the cash, but when you actually have the cash. Hopping in and out with family today. Hope it's a good stream. Thank you. You're not going to be at RetroX, are you? You're probably just gonna visit, but I know. I gotta remember to post my Final Fantasy art on the platforms just because I'll be it's going to be it is going to be the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering release day. So that's gonna be a fun. Oh boy. Okay, not. I'm listening outside just in case if someone's coming into the house, and I just hear baby crying. I'm like, nothing I should deal with. Nope, nope, nope. But Snowlock, have you watched ReZero yet? Sorry if I'm targeting you a lot and you just want to lurk. That is okay if you need to lurk. Nope, not yet. I highly recommend it. I think I'm going to be doing a ReZero thing today, but we'll see. I mean, that's where my ideas are coming from, but I'm not. Not 100% sure about either of these yet. Because to be honest, ReZero is not the happiest anime. So I don't know. I'm liking this one. But I'm not sure if it's the mood I want to go for. Do I even want to do this? Like, do I want to do art like this, or do I want to just sketch, man? I'm not sure. I think the deadline of it being for next week and just feeling overwhelmed and not feeling good yesterday just kind of took it out of me. I'm not sure if I ever want to do this type of art. I'm just kind of like, I wanted to, but now I don't know. But how long have you been looking to get into this vehicle? What got you to start looking? Oh boy. So I finally finished Daredevil Born Again. And I feel like it was the ending just. It was definitely a setup season towards the end. And I don't know. I know it's been out for a bit. And I know roughly the timeline that it's supposed to be set in. So I'm like, okay, they gotta like get the next Daredevil. Matthew Murdock. Marvel. Oh, you know, the continuation for the Netflix series. Am I the only one that's watched? Oh, I mean, I've watched a lot of shows, so doesn't help. And then I started watching Echo because I know that's been out for a hot minute. But, working from home gives me a lot of time to catch up on the shows I want to watch or didn't have the chance to watch when they were coming out. Oy, oy, oy. Sorry I'm so quiet today. It's so weird because I'm like, I feel like I need a lot more like stuff going on with this piece. But this is actually feeling pretty good. What do you guys think so far? No, it's Subaru Natsuki from ReZero. He's the protagonist. Makes sense on why I asked. Very uncharacteristic. What do you mean? Subaru is pathetic. I thought you said you didn't watch ReZero. You watched season 1. Oh, okay. So you watched the pathetic Subaru. Sure. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, yeah, he's pretty pathetic in the first season, but I feel like the second and third he gets pretty good. Because the second season's all about the bunnies. Bunnies. You don't mess with the bunnies. I'm not liking this thing. But, I agree. Season 1 Subaru is not cool. But season 2 and season 3, I think he starts to get it. Season 2, he starts to get a hang of himself. Season 3, he's just like, okay, how do I figure out the next thing? He actually finally gets to the point where he has to figure things out. Like, not just hope for the best, but he actually starts. I feel like he starts to figure out different ways to do things. Yeah, like he actually has growth and development. Like, to be honest, his power is not great. Um, he does get figure out how to use magic because that was hinted to in season 2 or the end of season 1. But I mean, there's sometimes when he's just dying for the sake of dying because he doesn't realize that's happening. Because the priests are kind of jerks about everything. Like the holy priests of like the Church of the Witch or whatever. They they have magic that's very just annoying. So sometimes he just dies for no reason and gets reset. And he's like, "Oh no!" But uh, holy, they're based off the seven deadly sins. I'm trying not to give too many spoilers. Like gluttony was kind of annoying. Like they just be like, "I'm the holy priest of the witch, gluttony or wrath," or stuff like that. And the one that's I haven't finished season 3 yet. I'm still watching it, but the one that's in season 3 can control people's minds to just connect them to everyone that's around them and then have all of them around them deal with the same um, death, damage, issues happily. Like they're all given a specific emotion and then they all just kind of get the same. Yeah. So like he's just walking in a town being like, "Ah, got groceries." And then this person starts speaking and then all of them are gone in that area. Yeah. They're they're rude. I am not catching up to that. I mean, it's only what, like 24 episodes away from, yeah, 24 episodes away from where you're at. I'm trying to think if this is the path I want to take for this piece. But I mean, it's not gonna be hurtful if you don't want to. I'm not gonna be upset. I'm honestly not even sure if I want to do this piece. I'm just sitting here like, I don't know. I'm just kind of sketching it out, seeing if I like it. It keeps going, keeps growing, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I like this, I like this. But do I want to finish it into a full-on illustration before next week? I don't know. I'm not feeling it, you know? But that's might be just, the struggle right now. Hmm. Let's try something else. I like this because I actually, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm liking it, but I'm not liking the full thing. Like, how's that? It's not bad. And then we have this broken, right? No, we need it to go right through, then there. No. From here to there. And still have that circle. Yeah. I think the worst deaths in the show so far is probably death by bunnies. Yeah, that's probably the worst death in the show so far. But that's like early season 2, if I don't recall. And it was probably the most like, oh, that's happening type death. Like, you're just like, oh, look, he's in the forest in the middle of winter. And now there's a bunch of bunnies. Oh. But that's probably the most, unsettling. But any animes that you've watched recently? Hey, Mr. Aizawa, how's it going? How's your class? A lot of slop. Not AI slop, right? Oh! Just call me Mr. A. Okay, Mr. A, how's it going? Oh, what's the one that we've been watching? I can't look it up right now. It's been a weird one. It's a wild one. Like, the boy is an ogre, and he becomes the familiar to his childhood friend who's a witch. And it's supposed to be a romantic comedy anime, and so far it's really just wild. Oh! I love life. Wait, my day is really good. That's good to hear. The guy is on TV and it's a parody of kids shows. Oh, are you talking about the one where he's just super, super, like, sad? I think I've seen a few of those episodes. They're so funny. They're so just. Oh, wouldn't count that as like slop. That's hilarious. That's what that is. That's pure comedy. You went on a slice of life. Hey, sometimes you just need that. Those ones are pretty good. Nice Firefox books. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to collect them all. Attempting to. I have all of the fairy tale ones behind those, and then a bunch of more. I just haven't been able to collect more manga as much as I would like. because the next one isn't in my local Barnes and Nobles, and I just forget that I can order things on Amazon sometimes. What's another one that I've been watching? I've been meaning to get into the Fire Force. You have every book of One Piece. That's awesome. I've been meaning to get into Fire Force Season 3. I'm trying to get my wife to catch up with me to Season 2, but I'm kind of nervous about Season 2. I know, there's just that one. What don't you like about the anime? Curious about that, Snorlax. So, speaking of Fire Force, because this season ended, they have had rumors, or this season's still going, it's still ongoing, but there's rumors that once the season ends, they're going to announce it's another Record of Ragnarok. It didn't do scenes justice. I think the first season's kind of hard to go off of with that because it was a new studio that was trying to do a lot of more with the budget it had. That was a budget thing situation because I feel like later on the fights got, if you're thinking of like the record fight scenes and stuff, that makes sense. I feel like the fight scenes get better. At least in season 2 they were great. But I get it. Your budget of animation can kill an anime for a lot of people. But if rumors are true, they're gonna try to make a Soul Eater remake, which would be so cool. That's my favorite go-to Halloween anime. But I am still excited. I really enjoy the kind of animes where they actually focus not just on the animation but also the sound design. Though, did you guys hear the news? Midjourney got the target of the mouse on it. I'm so excited. But are you still a fan of the manga for Fire Force? To be honest, I started watching the anime first because I've heard it was announced and it was by the creator of Soul Eater. So I did that. You lost interest a long time ago. Fair enough. Fair enough. And know what? No foul to that. I rewatching it, I'm like, okay, can I just get to season 3 already? It doesn't have the rewatchability that I feel Soul Eater had. Even though Soul Eater didn't finish things up the correct way. It's actually nailed the emotional scenes really well. It got even ahead of the manga. I don't trust shows that get ahead of the manga. Ever. As a longtime fan of said manga series, I can vouch it's a good show. Okay. If you can vouch for that, I'm concerned about whenever shows get ahead of the manga, they tend to diverge a little too much. So that's my concern. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's a. When you said it was like, I thought you meant like it was a longer anime. What the crap? Or longer manga than that. What? That is short. Nah, my attention. Well, I mean, fair enough. That. Oh, did you hear that the pre-sales for the Digimon Collector's Edition are sold out? I didn't even get a chance to save up to order one. They're gone. The Digimon Time Stranger video game that comes out in October, the pre-sales, the pre-release sales for the collector's edition are sold out. You know, the game that all the pre-sale stuff was announced last week. It was sold out in less than 24 hours. I think when it comes to Digimon, I think there's a lot more fans of it than people realize. I realize. And even when you were comparing, like, a lot of people were like, oh, I'm going to get this over the next Pokemon game because of how Pokemon is. And then Game Freak decides to release a trailer for Xbox, and it's like, oh, you guys actually know how to make a game that looks insane. But Nintendo just doesn't have you do that. So I think it was more of, oh, this is a really cool game. There's actually quite a bit of fans in Japan. There's a lot more stores in Japan. So selling out could have just been a Japan situation. But when it is hard to get into a Digimon TCG regionals where there's 300 people for online, I think it might outsell Pokemon for only one reason. It is on 3 platforms, not 1.5. I say 1.5 because Switch 2 is just as equal as the Switch. Like, do I think it's not going to outsell? Probably not. The only reason it would outsell is because it's going to be on multiple platforms. And do you know what's the funny thing is? There's a lot of people that notice this too, not just me. But I think I may have not noticed it. I think just other people noticed it, and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. they waited until the release day of Pokemon was announced to announce when their game was going to be released. And they releasing it 2 weeks ahead of Pokemon. But again, Pokemon has a bigger name. And I'm not faulting Pokemon for how it looks. Or I'm not faulting Game Freak anymore for how it looks. I grew up with Pokemon, and I'm trying to give healthy criticism. To it as a fan, because I'm like, I want Pokemon to do better, but I haven't felt the need or want to buy a Pokemon game for years. Like, the last time I was super excited for a Pokemon game was Pokemon Go. But tomorrow, I believe morning? Let me double check the Discord. Yeah, tomorrow early in the freaking morning. My goodness. 5 in the morning. I hope that's their time, not our time. But if it's... Let me double check their live stream. In 8 hours. Oh my goodness. It is their time. It is 5 in the morning, our time. Or my time. Holy crap. Okay. Digimon's gonna do a whole bunch of announcements for the card game. And for up to 2026. So I'm hoping for events. But we will see. But I don't know. I think this year is a good year to be a Digimon fan. And I am not so sure about I want Pokemon to succeed just as much as anyone else. I just do not appreciate the scalpers that are making it hard for it to succeed. And that's kind of the hard part of it, you know? It's hard to be a fan of Pokemon for so long. to have it feel like it's impossible. Like, the only thing for the trading card game I felt for the longest time, even though I know there was rules to Pokemon, I felt like it was a collector's game. It didn't feel like it was an actual game that people could play. Little did I know, I found out recently that it's become pretty big. But before, before this year, I didn't know it was an actual playable game. I didn't know the TCG for Pokemon was an actually playable game. But that's probably because I only got the booster packs and didn't actually, like, get anything, like, any of the starter decks. Because I had the mentality of it being a collector's game, not a play game. Like, I think the next Digimon game, Time Stranger, is going to be the biggest help for anything Digimon in a very long time. Because from what I can tell from the trailer, it is the first time when they're kind of advertising their other products inside of itself. Like, the new Time Stranger game is advertising for the TCG, and there's stuff for the older fans that, want to play as, Tai and stuff, so they got skins for that. We'll see, though. I know it's most likely not going to overcome Pokemon at all. But because of Beast Reincarnation, I think it's called, the new game for Microsoft that Game Freak makes, there's a lot of criticism from older Pokemon fans being like, you guys can actually make a good looking game. Yes, it's hyper realistic, but you guys can make a good looking game. So there's a lot of criticism about that right now. I just know that things are gonna be weird for a little bit for entertainment, so it's gonna. It is. Hey, Rice Bowl. Hey, Rice Bowl. You are on YouTube this time, not Twitch. What is going on? How's it going? Oh, good. Good, 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 good. What have you been up to recently? What's been going on in your life? Skyrim and recently back into Warframe a little bit. I could never get into Warframe. I've tried, or tried once. I tried once, but because of what my old college roommate did constantly with Warframe, I had to not get into it. Because I was like, okay, yeah, this looks like it's just a basic grindy game, and I'm not a huge fan of grind games, like ones that just, oh, you gotta do this. Turns out the way that they were handling it was just to not do the story. So I might have had a not so accurate. Like, feel for what the game was like. Did you see the news though about Midjourney getting sued by Disney? Did you? I'm like, you got the crosshairs of the bunny. No, 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 no. Disney, Universal Studios are suing Midjourney. Oh, shoot. 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 Yeah, it's gonna be wild, to say the least. It's gonna be crazy. Once like everything gets pushed through, it's gonna be crazy. Hello, Dad. Oh. Hi. Oh. That's better. One more. Yeah. I wouldn't think they could watch my stuff. I mean, I'm not drawing anything crazy right now. But I'm not upset about the viewership. But I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff coming out this year. Seems to be good for excitement. Just go there. There we go. Dang, I got a few concurrent viewers. Crap ton of regular views. That's great. That's awesome. Let's see. Yeah, I tried doing some printing today for the most recent pieces that I've done. But for some odd reason, the program that I used to print on did not like the files I was doing. So I'm going to have to probably print them directly from Photoshop. And hope that there's no bleed. Or hope that there's no edge. Hello. And goodbye, random account. See here. I did apply for a easy freelance gig from what it seems like. Hopefully it wouldn't be too hard to do while doing day job. They're looking for creature artists. And I'm like, oh, I've been doing a lot of creatures recently. I could probably do that. Not liking how that skin tone is meshing. That's better. Maybe. Nope, 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 nope. A little more orange. Yeah, there we go. Skin tones are tough. Know what show I need to finish? I need to finish Shangri-La Frontier. Hey, King, how's it going? How's my day? My day's been pretty good. It's been a slow day, to be honest. It was a kind of an uneventful work day too, so nothing crazy. Why do your messages keep getting retracted? Do you delete them? Or does YouTube? If it's YouTube, What are you saying? Oh, thank you. So far, so good. Slay! Slay! Be one with your enemies! Egg poking out the back. Okay, let me just. You just want the slightest of Easter eggs, don't you? Do I know that you're actually going? You're actually were going to have this at the Easter egg? I don't know. Boom. We will have to see where it goes. It's so big. Oh. BRB. Okay, talk to you later. Wow. Missionaries just left. Okay, bye, missionaries. Yeah. For the first go around, yeah, it's doing pretty well. I think I'm only gonna go until my headphones die, which is about an hour. But we'll see. We'll see how long they go. Probably gonna need to look at this another day and see how it's going anyways, just to make sure I'm not doing anything crazy. Look. And this is for a convention that's going to be for next week. So hopefully I can get it taken care of. Quickly enough. Because, yeah, I'm wanting it to get there. How did that go? You were in Boise a couple weeks ago, right? A few weeks ago now. It went well. Not as well as I would like, but better than last year. So, went well. Yeah, I just had some goals I wanted to hit that I wasn't able to hit at Gem State Comic Con, and that's kind of how it went. Probably gonna need to set up my other light right there, just to looking at how I'm shadowed now. But yeah, it was fun. Got to meet a voice actor for a show I used to watch. The classic Digimon voice actor, so that was pretty cool. Got him to sign one of my prints. I broke even. That was just what I did, honestly. And I'm kind of disappointed in that, because I want to get to the point where I'm not just breaking even, but I'm actually like doing a lot more than just breaking even when it comes to conventions. So I'm trying to figure that out. Whether that's why I'm kind of like, maybe I need to do more fan arty stuff. Maybe I need to do more I don't know. It's more of my own stuff. I'm not sure. Am I needing to make more? Something just hit my eye. Yeah, I mean, they're releasing a show this in October. They're releasing a booster box for the TCG in October. They're releasing a video game in October. And tomorrow morning they're going to make a bunch more announcements. A bunch more announcements. Like at 5 o'clock in the morning our time. To 8 o'clock at night their time. So, sounds like someone got home. I mean, I have so much Digimon stuff. I have a ton of Digimon art. I should probably print some of my just sketch stuff and see how that does. Because I got a few people being like, oh, you should print this. And I'm like, well, this is good enough for a sticker, but I didn't think it was good enough for like a print. But yep. But we will see. I'm trying to get things prepped for next weekend, so it's been... because I got a convention here in the Falls. Yeah, when she probably comes down to say hi and chat, I'll let her know you said hi. Of course. She just got home, as I can hear, from her work. But with the time it is and so the euphemic like the thing you just did, or oh, the new printer. Interesting. The new 3D printer. Pretty cool. Kind of disappointing they couldn't get actual artists to do anything for them, but some of the stuff looks pretty good for the user base. I don't know if I'll use it. I mean, it seems you can do, but UV printer? Interesting. Oh, it's now on Kickstarter, so it's not even gonna be $1,000, $2,000 to start. Woo. Interesting. Man, I'll look into it when it gets out. I'm not into much backing right now. I don't have the extra funds to randomly back another thing. I mean, if I was gonna invest something on Kickstart for that, that price, I would probably have done the Ooh, that's not the thing I wanted. I would have probably done the Aragon statues. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Again, I don't know what I would use it for right now, but not sure about this piece. To be honest, I should probably just finish it because a lot of the pieces that I'm not sure about tend to be the pretty good ones. I mean, printing on anything is cool, but I don't know. There's a lot of 3D print booths that might be better suited for. My stuff is mainly 2D. Yes, you can say hi.
Hi.
I am streaming, but
I'm back from the dregs.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was all the way in dregs.
Oh no, I dregs of like the pits.
Hi, Thor.
Huh, bud.
So far,
Cool. Who's it?
Subaru Natsuki from ReZero,
Oh, okay.
where his isekai ability, that's his high.
Oh, hi.
His isekai ability is respawn checkpoint, and he remembers everything from the past that happened in the future, but his past, because he died, and then he respawns,
Oh, okay.
and then he dies, then he
Sounds
respawns.
Something I wouldn't ever want to do.
Yeah, it gets dark because, you know, it's not once.
Yeah.
And then he gets to a new checkpoint, and then he's like, "Oh, cool!" And then then he realizes, "Oh no, all the things I just did are now canon."
Oh.
Some stuff he messes up on. So,
Thor says hi too.
nope. The puppers says hi.
You can kind of see him. There. See his little face.
Yeah, right there. You see the camera.
Well,
I'm probably not going to be on for very much longer. Oh, thank you, Nami.
okay. Well, I got me some fried chicken, so
Mm.
I'm gonna go eat my fried chicken and then probably go to bed. Though I will say, my half of the meeting was fun. We're the fun side.
Oh.
Then again, we don't have as many rules, so. The cafe is the problem children.
The ones that deal with food? Who would have thought?
Yeah, kind of have to follow all the rules and stuff when you do
Mind break.
that. Oh, I see.
Because, you know, he dies a lot in the show. Like, a lot.
Is he?
Like, at one point, there's a compilation where there was just bunnies that were killing him.
Rough.
Like, thousands of bunnies.
What a way to go.
Yeah.
Come on, bud. Let's go upstairs.
Dad says that sounds yummy.
Oh.
For food. Your
My chicken.
your chicken.
Okay, well, I'm going.
Okay. Talk to you when I'm done. It shouldn't be too much longer.
Okie dokie.
Because I'm feeling like I need to stop for the night soon.
Okay.
But,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm going to need to stop soon. How are you? I'm doing good. Doing pretty good. Just looking at this and trying to figure out. It might just need a set of fresh eyes when I look at it in the morning. Or next time I work on this. Probably the morning. Probably work on this off of stream because I need this to be done by next Thursday so I can print it off for next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday. So, yeah. Hey, we just need 2 more views and then I got my first 100 views on a live stream. First 100 views on a live stream while streaming, I should clarify. But I mean, to be honest, YouTube live stream's kind of crazy where it counts as a single view that gets reloaded counts as a view. So, food for thought. But yeah, this is like probably close to the 1/4 spot for this piece. We'll see. I say we'll see because I'm like, I don't know where this is going. You just reloaded. Cool. I have to go. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you, Nami. Thanks for stopping by again. Chat rate. Yeah. Like, there was this YouTuber called the Spiffing Brit that I watched. And he showed how live streaming on YouTube is pretty broken. But Twitch is definitely where the networking is at. Not much better than YouTube. That's no data. What do you mean no data, YouTube? Accent question? That's weird. That's weird. To be honest, YouTube requires higher bit rates for their streaming, so it causes a lot more issues. It was listening. Yeah, I know, right? And there we go. 100 viewers. Hello, everyone. We are on the journey to getting to monetization on YouTube, though. I have the subscribers for it. I am just needing to get the didn't like your dissonant. Yeah, right. Well, it's not dissing. It's more constructive criticism. YouTube does require a higher bitrate. But with the recent announcement for Twitch, Twitch is soon going to require the higher bitrate. And that's mainly because of them adding 8K streaming on Twitch soon and starting off with 2K streaming. So it's not like in this section. It's going to cause higher bit rates needing to be a part of it. So, yeah. Who needs 8K? I have no idea. Hey, Nugget, how's it going? Like, I have no idea why Twitch is thinking that 8K is the way to go. Good, man. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. Just working on this piece. Started streaming a little earlier than usual, but doing pretty good. I'm trying to get this piece set up. I'm just doing basic lighting and stuff right now because I'm probably going to try rendering it out quite a bit more than just this. Old me would have been just fine with this amount. But Twitch is also changing up their monetization processes as well. If I remember correctly, from what I heard, they're making it so that you don't have to be an affiliate to get paid anymore, but the only way to get the money from streaming when you're not an affiliate is by spending it on other streamers via the Twitch market. Oh, no worries. A lot of people surprisingly don't know this character. This is Subaru Natsuki from the anime ReZero. It's an isekai where he doesn't die to get isekai. He just walks out of a grocery store, i.e. why he has a grocery bag. So that, but his power is kind of death related. I still haven't watched it, but my friend loves it. Yeah, no, it's a good show. I think it's really interesting to see the different outcomes and how he handles himself. Thank you. This is still just midway. This isn't even close to being done. I got a lot of work. What is the glass shattering effect? Like, what? Are you asking why I put it in or what? Oh, Snowlock, you can lurk. Don't worry about not lurking. I'm fine with that. I'm shattering up a storm now because there's more than just one shatter. But that's okay. What is the glass shattering effect? The glass shattering effect is story relevant. It's pretty much just a representation of. I might fix it up later because I feel like it's a little too wide, but it's supposed to, in my mind, represent the shattering of his mind because his power is to die and then come back at a checkpoint and try to do it again until he succeeds. Hey Liv, how's it going? So it may seem that once you hit 100 views on YouTube, your viewers start popping off. Yeah, this is just my idea. I'm not happy with the positive versus negative space yet for the cracks. I may streamline them into, let me just, this, and this, so it's a little bit more like this will be where the break is, but I'm not sure yet. Might have like some extras and then there, and then have it where it's not broken here, like into 3 spots, you know, like have bit 3 big chunks. But I'm not sure yet. This is just the rendition. To symbolize the so the way his power works, I know I've explained this, is he gets to a certain point once he's isekai, which goes to another world. Goes to another world, and his ability that he's given is he can get to checkpoints and respawn. And every time he respawns, everything he did from that respawn point after until he died, he remembers it, but everyone else doesn't. So he has different memories than everyone else, and the first season is him 100% getting used to that idea of him just respawning and people not remembering him or people not figuring out who he is and different aspects around that. But it's... Oh, did I just drop it? Yep, there it is. I recommend it. It is a pretty good one. It's a pretty good show. It gets very dark because it does deal with the symbol, it deals with him dying a lot, but I enjoy it. It's an interesting concept of what's going on. And obviously, if you die, like, we wouldn't... What's your favorite anime right now? Well, my favorite anime in general would be Fairy Tail or Full Metal. Or Attack on Titan. Those are my top ones. Right now, what I've been enjoying is Apothecary Diaries. I would love to do, like, fan art of Apothecary Diaries or something. Mainly because it's very cute. I might just do a sticker or an acrylic charm. But yeah, I like Full Metal. Full Metal's one of my favorites. We'll see. I do hope that they make a Soul Eater remake. Yeah, no, I would recommend highly the Apothecary Diaries stuff because that's some really good. That's some really good stuff. Good stuff. Favorite manga? Fairy Tail. I have the entire collection on that entire bookshelf on the back. But currently I am reading both Solo Leveling and Kaiju number 8. I am caught up on Kaiju number 8 of all the physical copies except for... Yeah, no, I got all the physical copies except for the B-side. And I got almost all of the Solo Leveling physical copies. I'm a man of physical copies because my goodness, are we gonna need physical media? Getting back onto physical media. Yes. I would like to have this whole wall behind me covered with all my manga. I could get another bookshelf and stuff. Yeah, this still looks quite sloppy. That'd be sick, right? That would be awesome. Be so cool. I start with the area that has the least amount of changes needed. But I do hope that they do make the Soul Eater remake soon, because that would be awesome. That'd be really cool. Remember, folks, plastic bags don't have as high of a darkness or occlusion. I can tell you my first anime I remember when I was 10. Roughly 10 or 9. Waking up and having the Yu-Gi-Oh movie play. So that Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon and Pokemon and all that. I feel like I watched growing up more Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon, but that may have just been faulty memory. I mean, those were probably the easiest ones to watch growing up. So wasn't until, popular, it wasn't until then that it was easy to watch other shows. I mean, it's not like I didn't. I did watch stuff, before YouTube had huge restrictions. I was one of those guys that watched the part 1 of 55 of episode 2 of this random anime. Back in the day, I watched the tiniest snippet of Gotcha Man on YouTube. Yeah, like YouTube was a wild place when it was like 2010s. That was a wild frontier, man. I would watch part 1 of a random episode and would pause to tell me to subscribe to see more. Man, yeah, those were the days. Those were the crazy days of YouTube. But like I was saying, grocery bags aren't usually completely opaque, so you're not gonna have these super dark colors on them, except for like in major creases where the stuff inside of them is causing the opaqueness. So, or it's overlapping on itself. So, when you make sure you're coloring a plastic bag, always make sure to make it a little bit, like, not white. I just fixed that. The game announcements this year blow. So here's the thing with game announcements that I've noticed recently. They do quarterly announcements. So they're going to be giving off these, like, every quarter there's going to be another announcement of something. But I do agree that there's not that many crazy games out that are coming out, but I do think that there's a lot of heavy hitters that are out now that are gonna cause some shakeups in the industry. If Expedition 33 wins, that's gonna be the second in a row of an indie game getting Game of the Year, and that's gonna I think that's gonna destroy the industry in a sense. I watched all the game shows, State of Play, Summer Game Fest, Xbox Showcase. They all sucked, with maybe 2 games total that excited me. I felt that there was a lot of good stuff from PlayStation State of Play, Xbox Showcase. I didn't watch much of it, but the stuff that I did see kind of pissed me off, because one of them is made by Game Freak and it looks amazing, and I'm super confused why they don't do that with, Pokemon. Resident Evil 6 or 9, really, really cool announcement. I don't play horror games, but I know a lot of people that do. So, I don't know. I felt like the games that were announced, it wasn't heavy hitters throughout. But let's be honest, last year was heavy hitter after heavy hitter after heavy hitter. It is still 2025, my dude. Do you mean 23 and 24? You have a good stream. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and like the live stream if you haven't. Sorry, whoops. I'm like, dude, it's 2025. Well, here's the thing. Like, we've gotten so far this year, from what I've heard, there's like 5 huge contenders for Game of the Year this year. But the ones that I know of that I feel like I've seen people play a lot is Expedition 33 and Doom Eternal. But that doesn't mean that it's not a bad year. But I don't think it's a heavy hitter year. I think next year might be a crazy year for sure. Oh, no. Didn't Doom Eternal get, or Doom 2016 get Game of the Year? You can't pull that out of the running. I know one of the Dooms got Game of the Year. One of the recent Dooms. I can't remember which one though. But there's a lot of games that are out there right now that are crazy, and they can be crazy. Doom the Dark Ages mid. Ooh, that's a hot take, Snowlock. That is a hot take. Thank you, Nugget, for the subscribble. Thank you. And if you guys want to watch other, draw with me's or my hot takes on different aspects of, being an artist, check out the rest of my channel. If you don't want to watch me live stream right now, that's okay. I'm okay with that. The Dark Age is a mid game. Well, I wasn't super into any of the Doom games until I played Doom Eternal. So I don't have a huge following, I would say, or I don't know, understanding. I do think it's a fun game. It's definitely a good game to get back. But I'm also one, as much as I bashed Pokemon and as much as I bashed other games, my bashing is specifically out of I want the game industry to thrive. So we got to have higher expectations for games. But if a game is still enjoyable, it's still enjoyable to me. So I'm not gonna bash games 100% that I don't play anymore or bash. But I do get your issue. The games have been kind of lacking in recent times, and it hasn't been the best situation. I mean, do I think the Digimon game is going to get Game of the Year? Pfft, I don't know. I mean, there's been anime games that won Game of the Year before. It does give off a Persona 5 vibe. Could it win? Maybe. But I don't think it's in the running for this year because it's so close to when the year stuff comes out. But I don't know. It's there was a lot of weird games. I don't like the fact that we're getting trailers for games that are coming out next year when we don't even have many games that are coming out this year. But I do think that this year is kind of going to be a lower version of what past years were like. But I mean, we can't have banger years after banger years forever. We can't just be like, yes, ride the wave. I mean, I've heard that Night Rain is pretty good right now, and that just came out 2 weeks ago? Or a week ago? And I loved Elden Ring. That was a fun game. So, it feels a little lacking. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm not trying to persuade you one way or the other. It's This is a discussion about them, and I want to work in the gaming industry eventually. I would love to get into working as a game artist, and maybe taking these aspects of what people complain about to me while I'm streaming to the game industry and trying to improve upon them. But like my main qualm is definitely 100% with the different takes that companies take and not putting similar effort or what seems to be similar effort from one game to the next. Oh, no, already 2026 seems like it's going to be a huge year for gaming. There's that not really a Pac-Man, but Pac-Man game where you're a space guy that hangs out with a girl. I can't. I can see the name in my head. I do not know how to pronounce it. So don't ask me. There's rumors of a new Halo game coming out next year. Rumors. Like Halo Infinite 2 or something like that. Again, rumors. But because, you know, the game studio, formerly known as 343, announced that they're going to be called Halo Studio. Dumbest brand name. Rebranding ever. So dumb. But we'll see. It's one of those where we'll see how things go. I'm feeling kind of tired. I think I need a rest for the night because I do have to wake up in the morning for work, though. This looks like it's gonna be taking a little bit longer, so I will see you guys next time. Let me double check. I only rate if I have more than 3 viewers. I only have 1. So, that's probably you, Snowlock. So, I'm just going to be heading off tonight. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Remember to hit that like button or thumbs up. Subscribe, follow, do the whole shebang on whichever platform you're on. And I will see you guys all again next time.